Hello there, Speed Duelists. Welcome back to another tournament match review. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Today we'll be looking at tournament Speed Duel Showdown 185. There were 10 players, so I have 9 matches for all of you today. Let's hop into the first one. First up, we're gonna see Left-Handed Latios versus Amiibo Pimp, two names we've frequently seen on the channel, and it looks like we'll be seeing Dark Magician versus Relinquished, but it's Relinquished with a Joey skill, so could be Heart of a Warrior, but could be plenty of things really. We're also seeing the Melody of Awakening Dragon, so probably, yeah, an Armed Dragon package. And here we're gonna see this pay off. Melody adds the Armed Dragon and the Armed Dragon White. So pitching the regular Armed Dragon for a Flame Swordsman. Next up, bringing out the Armed Dragon White, adding the White Veil. Equipping the White Veil to the Armed Dragon White. And finally going for the Relinquished, which is going to absorb the Breaker and trying to go for game. Attacking with the White, popping the Champion's Vigilance. And yeah, the Sphere Rebo, or rather the Magic Rebo, is gonna bring out Dark Magician. So Amiibo Pimp did a lot, but just barely couldn't go for game. So Dark Magic Attack is gonna be added because of the skill. And oh, Amiibo Pimp has admitted defeats. I think the game wasn't over yet, but yeah, these players probably know better than I do. Left-Handed Latios gonna start off with Allure of Darkness and playing the Dark Magician Girl as an additional target for the skill. Amiibo once again gonna add the Armed Dragon and the Armed Dragon White. Gonna pitch the Armed Dragon to bring out Guiltia. And yeah, the game was over because Amiibo Pimp had already taken 19 damage, so Dark Magician was going to attack over the Relinquished for game. Anyway, here we again see that Amiibo isn't quite able to close out the game yet. And Left-Handed Latios gonna go for the clapback with 1000 Knives. Play is back to Amiibo, who can snipe the back row with Galaxy Cyclone and has the pre-prep, so yeah, this should be game in many different ways. Yeah, first gonna pitch the superfluous Melody of Awakening Dragon, and now Relinquished comes down so that it's gonna absorb the Dark Magician, and this can attack for game, but just to be sure, Amiibo is also gonna commit the Armed Dragon White. Yeah, very cool deck to see in action. It combines a lot of really good Speed Duel cards. Like, before Melody of Awakening Dragon came out, I would have said that pre-prep is the best card in Speed Duel. And Amiibo Pimp once again passing. Not even using the pre-prep to thin the deck. Kaiku is gonna try to get in. Yeah, unfortunately for Amiibo, the second effect of Sphere Rebo is now blocked by the Kaiku, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Amiibo has plenty of ways to get rid of this Kaiku. Yeah, he's gonna go for the Flame Swordsman. Gonna try to declare Armed Dragon White, but yeah, that cannot be activated. So yeah, Kaiku says no banishing. Yeah, players are correcting that. We are gonna see Flame Swordsman attack over the Kaiku. And now Latios has, the Dark Magician has the Breaker, is gonna add 1000 Knives with the skill in an attempt to go for, oh, no, it's Sage's Stone. Yeah, fixing that to 1000 Knives. And Left-Handed Latios is gonna run with the game, no sweep rebos, so that is it for the first game of the tournament. Next up we have Game Brain versus X Tower. It's been a while since I saw X Tower in this Speed Duel Showdown, but looks like he is back, and he is on Whale of a Tail versus Spirits, you know, Noah's Ark. Okay, let's see what Game Brain has for us. X Tower just passing the first turn. Oh, we're seeing a lot of ritual decks today. Anyway, Joker's Knight gonna come down, is gonna poke directly for some damage. And X Tower is gonna start playing. Okay, so pre-prep for Fortress Whale's Oath and Fortress Whale himself. Next up is Melody of Awakening Dragon for Armed Dragon level 10. Twice. Next up, a Whale of a Tail. Just a reminder, you can discard when you activate it to add one of Fortress Whale or the skill or the ritual spell rather from your deck to your hand. And your opponent cannot target face-up water monsters you control with spell traps or card effects. So using the skill, pitching the Armed Dragon White to add Fortress Whale. Next up is Fortress Whale's Oath, so that is gonna come down, as well as the other Armed Dragon White, which is immediately hit with Book of Moon in response to its effect. A Senju is summoned, but looks like X Tower is on exactly 2 copies of Fortress Whale. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the build for this deck looks like, but we are gonna be seeing a full match of this. Swords of Revealing Light for Game Brain. We're gonna start off with the Joker's Knight again. Yeah, this engine was super big for a while, but then it kind of disappeared. I don't know, maybe players just don't like bringing it to Showdown events. A card that is pretty big is Swords of Revealing Light. And now we're gonna see Game Brain creature swap, take the Fortress Whale, and tributing it to summon a Shinato. I believe Shinato heals you when it destroys a monster by battle. Yeah, you gain life points equal to the original attack. So that's gonna almost take out X Tower, and Game Brain is gonna heal. It has to destroy defense position monster. Okay. But the Joker's Knight will be returning in the end phase. But X Tower has to... Yeah, they have a backup Armed Dragon White, but yeah, Game Brain has to take it out at some point. So we are gonna see Shinato attack over the Armed Dragon level 10 White. And yeah, X Tower is just gonna scoop it up, not gonna let Game Brain gain those 3000 life points. Oh, we see Hino Kagutsuchi in the opening hand. I love this card. It wreaks havoc in Edison format whenever it hits the table. Anyway, X Tower gonna use Whale of a Tail, pitching an Armed Dragon White to add Fortress Whale's Oath. And the Armed Dragon level 10 White is gonna run straight into Quaking Mirror Force. Okay, normal summon Asura Priests. Go to the end phase and it's bounced, but that does mean that the next turn, because of the skill, Asura Priest's normal summon will be free, you know, an additional normal summon. So we could see the big man Hino Kagutsuchi hit the fields. Additional normal summon and a set of the King's Knight. Okay. Curious. Yeah, maybe Game Brain just doesn't want to, you know, lose the Asura Priests by tributing it for the Hino Kagutsuchi. So the extra summon, and then the normal summon for Hino Kagutsuchi. For those who don't know this card, when it does battle damage, your opponent discards their entire hand before drawing during the next draw phase. Yeah. Next up, the skill is activated again. Because Game Brain controls a level 5 or higher spirit monster, he can add a Shinato. No, because he controls level 5 or higher spirit monster or Shinato. You can add a spirit monster from the graveyard to the hand. Okay, so that's why his Hero Priest got tributed. On the attack declaration, X Tower is gonna use DD Crow. Yeah, might as well use it now before you lose out on it. And then before the draw phase, X Tower discards a hand. And that's one of the best cards you can top deck, I think. The pre-preparation of rights. Yeah, once per duel you can add a Shinato to the hand. The skill hit just has so many effects, it's insane. And still not super meta relevant, but we could see it take at least one match today. Shinato is gonna destroy the Armed Dragon and gain 3000 life points. Oh no, it doesn't gain life points, it burns for the original attack. So that is a straight up game. Wow, I cannot read, turns out. But we do see Game Brain taking this one. Amazing. I haven't seen the brackets, but I hope this deck gets pretty far. Next up, we're gonna see Left-Handed Latios return. And yeah, they are facing Ivanovic, who is bringing Iron Grit, you know, the deck with Macrocosmos to the field. Special Summon Dark Magician Girl, using the skill to add Sage's Stone. Yep, you can just do that. It doesn't just work for Dark Magician. And now Dark Magic Attack is live. Blast with Chain is chained. And we'll be taking out the Dark Magician. Left-Handed Latios can just attack over the Gearfried, no problem there. And when Ivanovic summons DD Survivor, Dark Renewal is gonna come down, send the DD Survivor to the graveyard, and reborn the Dark Magician. Into the battle phase, Macrocosmos is activated, then Grand Convergence, but it gets negated by the Champion's Vigilance, and now Ivanovic has a... yeah, just a Shrink top deck. That's not gonna do it, buddy. We are moving on to the next game. Left-Handed Latios, a bit of an awkward hand, especially seeing as Ivanovic has the big bad evil Fossil Dyna, Pachycephalo. Backed up with Macrocosmos and Grand Convergence. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, Although, Book of Moon on the Fossil Dyna was the perfect answer, because now we're gonna see a special summon of Dark Magician, followed up by Dark Magic Attack. Okay, so Grand Convergence is gonna be chained. This Macrocosmos is still destroyed by Dark Magic Attack. Players don't seem to notice that. Yeah, you only need to control a Dark Magician at the time of activation, not during resolution. Yeah, seems like that that ruling is gonna be super relevant in this particular game. Because now we see, yeah, the DD Survivor keeps coming back, and yeah, Offerings to the Doomed is gonna take the game for Ivanovic, because Magic Rebo doesn't work under Macrocosmos. Unfortunate. Third game, Ivanovic going first with the Fossil Dyna. Yep. And the Macrocosmos, so floodgates galore. But Latios has the answer in Book of Moon. He's gonna special summon Dark Magician Girl. He's gonna Sage's Stone to bring out Dark Magician from the deck. And Dark Magic Attack is gonna take out the entire back row. But players once again Not aware that the Microcosmos has to go, so Breaker is gonna take care of that. And Ivanovic has the Gear Freed to follow it up. Yeah, again, if players were aware of the ruling, then Breaker would have still had its counter, so it's a bit frustrating to see it play out like this. Here is Fossil Dyna. Legion of Fiendchester will be destroyed, so Latios gets a Dark Magician, but he has a no out to the Fossil Dyna, right? No. So yeah, looks like Ivanovic will be taking this one. Yeah, I'm not blaming him for getting that ruling wrong, but yeah, definitely something to take into account for your next duel. Next up we have myself versus Aura Sniper. Oh, I definitely made some misplays in this one. I'm starting off with Hero Lives for Prisma, so paying half my life points. And gonna send the nails to the graveyard. And I have Hero Blast, which is gonna be pretty decent here. Because I can chain it to the Monster Reborn and destroy the Card Trooper. And the opponent with the full back row, and I just draw another copy of Nails. I'm gonna bring the third one that I sent with Prisma back with Monster Reborn. And here I get hit with a Draining Shield of all cards. Yeah. Opponent is gonna put back their Ra and goes for Card Trooper. Second copy. Very interesting inclusion. I hadn't seen it anywhere else yet, but you do need a specific mix of cards in the graveyard for the Ra deck to function, so yeah. Not bad. I try to bounce back the Trooper with Grand Mole, but yeah, it's not gonna work. And finally, Aura Sniper gets to their third copy of Millennium Revelation, which the deck really needs to function. Grabbing Monster Reborn, playing it on Ra. Ra is gonna destroy itself, and then the Phoenix mode comes out, which is gonna attack over my nails. And here I have no choice but to play passive for a bit. Because of two Card Trooper activations, my opponent is on the verge of going deck out. Here I reborn my nails. To have some extra defense. Yeah, maybe I should have flipped up my mole. Maybe. I don't know. Hero Blast is gonna take care of the Tribe Infecting Virus. I'm gonna special summon Nails and leave it at that. My opponent has a Monster Reborn, so he's gonna try to go for game here. But I have Next, and Next is gonna special summon Nails and Grand Mole from the graveyard. I do see my option here. I want to go for Grand Nails and try to attack over the Prisma. It gets hit with Book of Moon, sadly. So I'm gonna summon Prisma, try to crash, but my opponent has another Draining Shield, and that means my Prisma stays on the field and is food for Ra. So yeah, I lose the first game. Yeah, this wouldn't have happened if I just played passively and went for the deck out, but you don't want to win like that, right? Opponent opens Amazing for their third game. They're going to use a skill pitching the Phoenix mode for regular Ra. They're going to pitch that one for the Millennium Revelation. So immediately using Monster Reborn, in the end phase Ra goes to the graveyard and the Phoenix mode comes back. Phoenix mode goes to the graveyard and Sphere mode comes out. And yeah, I do have outs for this card, but not in my hand. The Sphere mode tags out for regular Ra, which sends itself to the graveyard, and the big Phoenix comes out, and that is gonna pay 1,000 life points. And here my opponent maybe unknowingly makes an amazing play. Yeah, they use Monster Reborn on my nails, and I have to chain next to special summon it. But yeah, my misplay is not summoning the Grand Mole as well, because yeah, Phoenix is not once per turn, so it's just gonna send the nails a second time. Yeah, and that is a GG for my opponent. Good games. It's nice to see the raw deck do well. Next up, we are seeing Game Brain versus Domoski. And Domoski is on the Chow Len special. And here we see Otohime, which recently came out as a Lost Art promo. Of course, not speed through illegal. But when this card is normal summoned or flip face up, you can change the battle position of a monster. So that is a nice bit of synergy with, what's it called? The Shinato. However, this effect is optional, and Game Brain is choosing not to activate it, but is just gonna use a creature swap. On resolution, Domoski is gonna activate Book of Moon, but I think he's fine with that, right? I don't think Game Brain would have attacked his own Otohime, so Book of Moon is not bad. Game Brain gonna commit Swords, gonna commit Quaking, and in the end phase, Otohime returns to the hand. A second Shaolan is gonna call a Trap card, so this turn, Quaking Mirror Force cannot be activated. And are we gonna see it? Additional normal summon for Otohime, since it was normal summoned last turn. And a regular normal summon for Hino Kagutsuchi, yes. Using the skill to add back Otohime. Oh, I'm so excited to see all of this resolve. And Hino Kagutsuchi attacking the attacking the Shaolan and discarding Domoski's entire hand. And he top decks a Shield Crush. Yeah, that's not gonna be helpful, buddy. So, play is back to Game Brain, who now has to close the game. Additional normal summon for Otohime, regular normal summon for King's Knight, and the end phase Otohime returns to the hand. Play is back to Game Brain, who is gonna special summon Joker's Knight. Here we see that he is on 2 King's Knights. Additional normal summon for Otohime, and Domoski knows that the Hino Kagutsuchi is looming. So game 1 goes to Spirits. Very, very cool to see. Game Brain going first is gonna commit the Joker's Knight. Normal summon Asura Priest, so next turn Asura Priest can be additional normal summoned. Here is again the Shaolan. Game Brain is thinking he's gonna additional normal summon Asura Priest and is going to creature swap it. So now Shaolan could lock down the back row. Game Brain calls spells, and indeed it is a spell. Yeah, pretty amazing. Normal summon King's Knight. Not going, yeah. Joker's Knight gets in directly. It's stopped by the Sphere Rebo, and then King's Knight gets in directly. So Shield Crush is gonna take out the Joker's Knight, and Shaolan gets over the King's Knight. So in the end phase, Joker's Knight returns to the hand, and that triggers the Battle City Bestie skill that Domoski is playing. Drawing the third Shaolan. Okay. Shaolan gonna lock down a back row. Does it actually reveal? Ah yeah, you get to look at it. Yep. So Game Brain knows that this is Soul and Luna, knows that this is Shield Crush. Special summon Joker's Knight. Additional normal summon for Asura Priest. Still, yeah. The Soul and Luna gets activated, but Asura Priest can get over the Chowlin, and the other Chowlin gets in directly. So things are looking dire for Domoski. Is he going to attack the Joker's Knights? No, he's gonna Shield Crush it. Okay. And just make the Chowlins attack each other. But yeah, Game Brain is gonna have the Joker's Knight and the Asura Priest, so the one Floodgate Trap Hole is not gonna stop it. Yeah, additional normal summon Asura Knight. Yeah, and that is just gonna be game. So we're gonna see Game Brain advance to the top 4. Very cool. Next up is King D's versus Max Beer. King D's is on some sort of Duke Devlin skill and is gonna immediately pass his opening turn. And Max Beer is on a yes, Destiny and Dragoon. He's gonna bring that out, normal summon Prisma, and that is already game. So we are moving on to game number 2. Let's see, we are gonna see King D's take second. So Max Beer is gonna just normal summon Elemental Hero Prisma, reveal the Destiny and Dragoon, sending Plasma, and yeah, using the skill Fusion Party, for those who don't know, is basically you can discard 1 card to Fusion Summon. And Destiny and Dragoon comes out. Okay, it's the boss monster. King D's using the skill See Me Rolling to add Snipe Hunter and put 1 card on the bottom of the deck. Next up is Snipe Hunter's effect. Gonna try to destroy the Destiny and Dragoon. Monster Reborn is next. Yeah, none of these can be special summoned, right? No, doesn't look like it. So, yeah, unfortunately, we are seeing the Sphere Rebo. Anyway, Orgot Relentless gets summoned, and that rolls 1, 4, 6. No good. So we are gonna See Me Rolling and roll again, and we roll 1. It's gonna change one of the results into a 1. Okay. So it's gonna gain attack, that is for sure, and also cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end of the opponent's turn. So King D's is gonna try to attack for game, but we're gonna see Sphere Crew switch Orgot to defense mode. In the standby phase, Destiny and Dragoon banishes the Plasma to return to the field. And it's not going to destroy the Orgoth with its effects, but it's gonna go for the Snipe Hunter. Yeah, King D's has a premature burial for the Snipe Hunter. Is gonna try to destroy the Destiny and Dragoon again, but rolls a 1. Luckily for King D's, he can just re-roll and roll 6. So it's gonna come down to this die roll. Oh no, 6 again. Yeah, so yeah, the Orgoth is gonna attack. Oh, Orgoth is a once per turn. It's not a summon effect. Okay, I didn't know that. So it looks like... Yeah. Yeah, Max spear with the allure. And he's gonna be just short of being able to go for game. Because Orgoth, yeah, right now he can be destroyed by the opponent, right? Oh no, because he rolled 2 2s again. So King D's has both lucky and unlucky die rolls. But Orgoth is gonna strike again, rolling a 2, a 2, and a 2. So it gets an additional effect, right? If you have 3 of the same results. Yeah, you get all of the effects. So, unable to be destroyed, draw 2 cards and can attack directly. Yeah, so King D's is gonna take this game. So 2 very unconventional decks, but I love to see that, love to see that. Max Beer Hero Lives for the Prisma, that is gonna reveal the Dragoon and change its name to Dogma. Gonna see a Fusion Summon take place. Disney and Dragoon pops, no damage, and passes turn. Play is back to King D's, who's gonna use the skill to search for Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter discarding Orgoth the Relentless and rolls the 5. Next up is Premature Burial. Orgoth is gonna roll 3 dice. Let's play some dungeon dice monsters. 2, 3, and 6. And yeah, doesn't get any other effects. Monster Reborn for the other Snipe Hunter. Unfortunately, Book of Moon, yeah. And a second Book of Moon, so Max Beer is alive. The Dragoon returns, yep. Prisma is normal summoned, Dragoon is gonna pop the Orgoth. Yeah, but that does take away your battle phase. So let's see. Oh, King D's just drawing and tribute summoning Orgoth. Rolls a 6, 4, and a 1, but it's not gonna matter, right? Because King D's can just attack over the Prisma for game. So we're finally gonna advance to the top 4. We're gonna see Aura Sniper versus Ivanovic, Gearfried versus Ra. Although I imagine Macrocosmos is gonna do most of the work in this matchup. Does Trooper even work under Macrocosmos? I don't think it does, but because it does specifically say from the deck to the graveyard, so I don't think it does. Mirror Wall is activating, and for some reason Book of Moon is chained, so yeah. DD Survivor is going to be destroyed, comes back in the end phase. And Ivanovic does not pay for the wall, so yeah, this game is a bit of a ruling nightmare. But yeah, Macrocosmos single-handedly destroys this matchup. And does Ivanovic, yeah, he draws it again. But this time, Aura Sniper is prepared, has the Monster Reborn for the Jinzo. But Ivanovic is ready to counter that. there is a grand convergence. But Aura Sniper, yeah, bringing out the Jinzo so Macrocosmos cannot be activated. But then again, there is an Offerings to the Doomed, so yeah, this is all very odd game state. Offerings takes out the Jinzo. Ivanovic just setting. Monster Reborn does bring back the Jinzo. Macrocosmos is chained, looks like. And then, yeah, the Revelation is gonna add Monster Reborn. Revelation sends itself away, so Reborn can be used on Ra. And Ra is gonna send itself. The Phoenix can come out. And I believe the Phoenix is straight up unaffected, so not even Grand Convergence is gonna save Ivanovic here. Very cool, very cool revenge. But we are going into game 3. Does Ivanovic open? Yeah, he does open the Macrocosmos and the Fossil Dyna. Oof. Yeah. It's gonna be rough for the Wind Dragon of Ra deck to deal with. Although we do see Twister. Ah, yeah. Ra is put back, Twister is set. See Gearfried getting in. Survivor's attack is stopped by Draining Shield. It's gonna save our Sniper's life points here. And first off, we're gonna see Twister take out Macrocosmos. Next up is Millennium Revelation, gonna pitch Ra Phoenix mode to pick up Monster Reborn. Then the skill is used, discarding Jinzo to add the regular Wind Dragon of Ra. And Monster Reborn is just gonna bring that Jinzo back, attacking over the Gearfried. And now Aura Sniper is in a pretty great position, trying and pitching Ra for Monster Reborn to bring back Ra. And yeah, Ra is gonna pay 1,000 to destroy itself. And then the Phoenix comes out. Yep. Phoenix pay 1,000 to pop the set. Pay 1,000 again to pop the Survivor. And then just attacking for game. So although this is a terrible matchup, we are gonna see Aura Sniper move on to the finals. He is gonna take on either Spirits or Dungeon Ice Monster Turbo. Game Brain starting off with Joker's Knight, setting the extra King's Knight. And King D's is gonna start off with Snipe Hunter. He's gonna immediately try to go for the OTK, discarding the Orgoth Relentless. Snipe Hunter blows up the entire field, and then Premature Burial brings back the Orgoth. And this is already enough to attack for game. Orgoth is gonna run a 3, 2, and a 1. And that is gonna be enough. So King D is taking game 1 very quickly, very quickly. King D has to just pass the turn here. Game Brain with Asura Priests, yeah. King D's with Waboku, that is potentially gonna protect him against, you know, the Hinokagu Tsuchi. Joker's Knight special summon and tribute summon the Jinzo. So yeah, this Waboku is not gonna do anything. I bet King D's didn't see that coming. So moving on to game 3, I'm sure this was like a super short match. Yeah, 6 minutes for the first 2 games. Asura Priest comes down, so next turn the normal summon will be free. King D's setting Shrink. Yeah, that plays around Jinzo. Extra summon for the Asura Priests. And a passing turn. King D's is gonna add Snipe Hunter, put back a whatchamacallit, the Night Beam. Snipe Hunter is gonna target King D's own set cards. And he's gonna try to make it miss, but alas, alas. Really wanting the Orgoth Relentless in the graveyard. Let's see, Asura Priest comes down. And a creature swap. Oh yeah. In the end phase, Asura Priest goes to the hand of the owner. Finally, King D draws one of his revival cards, Premature Burial. So Orgoth is gonna roll 3, 1, and 6. Gonna change one of the results. And GameBrain asks, should all 3 of them be re-rolled? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, changing the 3 to a 6. So yeah. And with 2 6s it can attack directly, but that's obviously not gonna work with this wall of Sphere Kuribos. And now GameBrain is gonna use Snipe Hunter for himself. Yeah, misses one. Hits the second one. And now, yeah, lights are gonna be out for King D's. Unfortunately, but we are gonna see Spirits in the finals facing off against Ra. So I don't think either of these decks has won a Speedball Showdown before or even played a finals. So Noah versus Merrick. Let's see. GameBrain with signature double Swords of Revealing Light. Adding the Shinato, putting back one of those swords. And immediately bringing out Shinato, King of a Higher Plane. So Hinokago Tsuchi is added back from the graveyard. And a massive Draining Shield. Our Sniper does have Swords of Revealing Light. It's going to destroy the fairy monster. Yeah. Normal summon Otohime. Switch Tribe Affecting Virus to defense. So we're gonna see the additional normal summon of Otohime, switch it back to defense. Normal summon Asura Priests, which is gonna hit with the Book of Moon. Additional normal summon to set the Otohime. Yeah, but you cannot additional set, right? You have to additional normal summon. So that has been fixed. Millennium Revelation is gonna pitch the Phoenix mode. And yeah, our Sniper had the full Ra combo. So let's see how the second game goes. Card Trooper is gonna mill 3 cards for Aura Sniper. Put back the Sphere mode and draws another Card Trooper. Joker's Knight comes down along with King's Knight. It's gonna take out the Card Trooper, draw a card, and Joker's Knight is gonna get hit with Draining Shields. And now it looks like our Sniper has the combo again. Pitching a card from the hand to add Winged Dragon of Ra. Millennium Revelation, pitching the Ra to add Monster Reborn. So welcome back Winged Dragon of Ra, which is gonna get hit with Book of Moon immediately. GameBrain does not want to deal with this. So Joker's Knight is going to attack the Trooper. Aura Sniper draws a card. And Winged Dragon of Ra gets destroyed by King's Knight. So the Phoenix returns. In the end phase, the Phoenix is replaced with the Sphere mode, which right now has 0 attack. And all 3 Ras are not in the deck. This has to summon from the hand or deck. Yeah. So our Sniper is gonna put 1 back on the bottom of the deck. Normal summon. Tribe Infecting Virus gonna destroy all the warriors. And then tag out Sphere mode for the regular Winged Dragon of Ra, which is gonna get hit with Book of Moon, but I think Aura Sniper is fine with that. And perfectly on schedule, Game Brain draws Shinato's Arc. Yeah, but that's not gonna do it. They forgot to add the Joker as well. Shinato attacks over the Snipe Hunter. Now adds the Joker's Knight. Yeah, Winged Dragon of Ra popping itself. The Phoenix comes out. And that is gonna pop the Shinato and just woof, go for game. So Aura Sniper with Winged Dragon of Ra is gonna take down this week's Speed Duel Showdown. Guys, I was Ryan Atlas. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't also already. Bye.